chapter 27 of First Chronicles. Now the children of Israel, after their number, were to wit, the chief fathers and captains of thousands and hundreds, and their officers, who served the king in any manner, in any matter of the courses which came in and went out month by month throughout all the months of the year. Of every course were 24,000. Oh, the first course for the first month was Yashobim or Yashobeam, the son of Zabdiel, and in his courts were 24,000. Children of Perez was the chief of all the captains of the host for the first month. Over the course of the second month was Dodai and Ahoite, of his courts was Mikloth, also the ruler, and his course likewise 24,000. The third captain of the host for the third month was Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, a chief priest. In his courts were 24,000. This is that Benaiah who was mighty among the 30 and above the 30. And in his course was Amizabad, his son. The fourth captain for the fourth month was Asahel, the brother of Joab, and Jebediah, his son after him. And in his courts were 24,000. The fifth captain for the fifth month was Shamuth, the Israelite, and in his courts were 24,000. The sixth captain for the sixth month was Ira, the son of Ikesh, the Tekoite, and in his courts was 24,000. The seventh captain for the seventh month was Helaz, the Pelonite. The children of Ephraim, and in his course were 24,000. The eighth captain for the eighth month was Sibekai, the Hushathite of the Zarites, and in his courts were 24,000. The ninth captain for the ninth month was Abiazar, the Anetothite of the Benjamites, and in his courts were 24,000. The 10th captain for the 10th month was Maharai, the Netophathite of the Zarites, and in his courts were 24,000. The 11th captain for the 11th month was Benaiah, the Piratonite of the children of Ephraim, and in his courts were 24,000. The 12th captain of the 12th month was Hedai, the Netophathite of Othniel, and in his courts were 24,000. Furthermore, over the tribes of Israel, the ruler of the Reubenites was Eleazar, the son of Zikri, of the Simonites, Shephatiah, the son of Maacah, of the Levites, Hashabiah, the son of Kemuel, of the Aaronites, Zadok, of Judah, Elihu, of the brethren of David, of Issachar, Omri, the son of Michael, of Zebulun, Ishmaiah, the son of Obadiah, of Naphtali, Yeremoth, the son of Azariah, of the children of Ephraim, Hoshea, the son of Azaziah, of the half-tribe of Manasseh, Joel, the son of Padea, of the half-tribe of Manasseh in Gilead, Iddo, Iddo, the son of Zechariah of Benjamin, Yaasiel, the son of Abner, of Dan, Azarael, the son of Jeroham. These were the princes of the tribes of Israel. But David took not the number of them from 20 years old and under, because the Lord had said he would increase Israel like the stars of the heavens. Joab, the son of Zeruiah, began to number, but he finished not, because there fell wrath for it against Israel. Neither was the number put in the account of the Chronicles of King David. Over the king's treasures was Azmaveth, the son of Adiel, and over the storehouses in the fields, in the cities, and in the villages, and the castles, were Jehonathan, the son of Uzziah. Over them who did the work of the field for tillage of the ground was Ezri, that's from Star Trek. Ezri, the son of Jelud. Over the vineyards was Shammai the Ramathite. Over the increase of the vineyards for the wine cellars was Zabdi, the Shifmite. Over the olive trees and the sycamore trees that were in the low plains was Baal Hanan, the Gadarite, and over the cellars of oil was Joash. Over the herds that fed in Sharon was Shitrai, the Sharonite, and over the herds that were in the valleys of was Shaphat the son of Adlai. Over the camels also was Abiel the Ishmaelite, and over the donkeys was Zedeah the Meronatite. Over the flocks was Yaziz the Hagarite. All these were the rulers of the substance which were King David's. Also Jonathan, David's uncle, was a counselor, a wise man and scribe, and Yahiel, the son of Hakmani, was with the king's sons. Ahithophel was the king's counselor. Hushai, the Archite, was the king's companion. After Ahithophel was Jehoiada, the son of Benaiah, and Abiathar, and the general, not children, and the general of the king's army was Joab. Chapter 28. David assembled all the princes of Israel and princes of the tribes and the captains of the companies who ministered to the king by corps, and the captains over the thousands, the captains over hundreds, and the stewards over all the substance and possession of the king and of his sons, with the officers and with mighty men, and with all the valiant men unto Jerusalem. Then David the king stood up upon his feet, saying, Hear me, my brethren and my people. As for me, I had in my heart to build a house of rest for the ark of the covenant of the Lord, and for the footstool of our God, and have made ready for the building. But God said unto me, Thou shalt not build a house for my name, because thou hast been a man of war, and hast shed blood. Howbeit the Lord God of Israel chose me before all the house of my father to be king over Israel forever, for he hath chosen Judah to be the ruler, and of the house of Judah the house of my father, and among the sons of my father he liked me to make me king over all Israel. Of all my sons, for the Lord hath given me many sons, he hath chosen Solomon my son to sit upon the throne of the kingdom of the Lord over Israel. He said unto me, Solomon thy son shall build my house and my courts, for I have chosen him to be my son, and I will be his father. Moreover, I will establish his kingdom forever, if you be constant to do my commandments and my judgments, as is this day. Now therefore, in the sight of all Israel, the congregation of the Lord, and in the audience of our God, keep and seek for all the commandments of the Lord your God, that ye may possess this good land, and leave it for an inheritance for children after you forever. Thou, Solomon, my son, know thou the God of thy father, and serve him with a perfect heart and with a willing mind. For the Lord searcheth all hearts, and understandeth all the imaginations of the thoughts. If thou seek him, he will be found of thee. But if thou forsake him, he will cast thee off forever. Take heed now, for the Lord hath chosen thee to build a house for the sanctuary. Be strong and do it. Then David gave to Solomon his son the pattern of the porch and of the houses thereof, of the treasuries thereof, of the upper chambers thereof, of the inner parlors thereof, and of the place of the mercy seat, the pattern of all that he had by the Spirit, of the courts of the house of the Lord, of all the chambers round about, and of the treasuries of the house of God, and of the treasuries of the dedicated things. Also for the courses of the priests and of the Levites, and for all the work of the service of the house of the Lord, and for all the vessels of service in the house of the Lord. He gave of gold by weight for things, what? For things of gold, for all instruments and all manner of service, silver also for all the instruments of silver by weight for all instruments of every kind of service, even when the weight, even the weight for the candlesticks of gold, and for the lamps of gold by weight for every candlestick, and for the lamps thereof, and for the candlesticks of silver by weight, both for the candlestick and also for the lamps thereof, according to the use of every candlestick. By weights he gave gold for the tables of showbread, for every table, and likewise silver for the tables of silver. Also pure gold for the flesh hooks, and the bowls, and the cups, and for the golden basins he gave gold by weight for every basin, and likewise silver by weight for every basin of silver. For the altar of incense, refined gold by weight, and gold for the pattern of the chariot of the cherubims that spread out their wings and covered the ark of the covenant of the Lord. All this, said David, the Lord made me understand, and writing by his hand upon me, even all the works of this pattern. David said to Solomon his son, be strong and of good courage, and do it, and do it. Fear not, nor be dismayed, for the Lord thy God, even my God, will be with thee. He will not fail thee, nor forsake thee, until thou hast finished all the work for the service of the house of the Lord. Behold, the courses of the priests and the Levites, even they shall be with thee for all the service of the house of God, and there shall be with thee for all manner of workmanship, every willful and skillful man, for any manner of service. Also the princes and all the people will be holy at thy command. Last chapter 29. Furthermore, David the king said unto all the congregation, Solomon my son, whom alone God hath chosen, is yet young and tender, and the work is great, for the palace is not for man, but for the Lord God. Now I have prepared with all my might for the house of my God the gold for things to be made of gold, the silver for things of silver, and the brass for the things of brass, iron for the things of iron, wood for the things of wood, onyx stones, stones to be set, glistering stones, and of divers colors, and all manner of precious stones, and marble stones in abundance. Moreover, because I have set my affection to the house of my God, I have of mine own proper good of gold and silver, which I have given to the house of my God, over and above all that I have prepared for the holy house. Even 3,000 talents of gold, of the gold of Ophir, and 7,000 talents of refined silver, to overlay the walls of the house withal. The gold for things of gold, the silver for things of silver, and for all manners of work to be made by the hands of the artificers. And who then is willing to consecrate his service this day unto the Lord? Then the chief of the fathers and the princes of the tribes of Israel, and the captains of thousands and of hundreds, and with the rulers of the king's work, offered willingly, and giving for the service of the house of God of gold 5,000 talents, and 10,000 drams, and of silver 10,000 talents, and brass 18,000 talents, and 100,000 talents of iron. They with whom precious stones were found gave them to the treasure of the house of the Lord by the hand of Jehiel the Gershonite. Then the people rejoiced, for that they offered willingly, because with a perfect heart they offered willingly to the Lord, and David the king also rejoiced with great joy. Wherefore David blessed the Lord before all the congregation, and David blessed, and David said, Blessed be thou, Lord God of Israel, our Father, forever and ever. Thine, O Lord, is the greatness and the power and the glory and the victory and the majesty, for all that is in heaven and in the earth is thine. Thine is the kingdom, O Lord, and thou art exalted as head above all. Both riches and honor come of thee, and thou reignest over all. And in thine hand is power and might, and in thy hand it is to make great and give strength unto all. Now therefore, our God, we thank thee and praise thy glorious name. But who am I, and what is my people, that we should be able to offer so willingly after this? For all things come of thee, and of thine own have we given thee. For we are strangers before thee, and sojourners, as were all our fathers. Our days on the earth are as a shadow, and there's none abiding. Let me adjust my seat. Verse 16, O Lord our God, all this store that we have prepared to build thee a house for thine holy name cometh of thine hand, and is all thine own. I know also, my God, that thou triest the heart and hast pleasure in uprightness. As for me, in the uprightness of mine heart, I willingly offered all these things, and now have I seen with joy thy people, which are present here, to offer willingly unto thee. O Lord God of Abraham, Isaac, and of Israel, our fathers, keep this forever in the imagination of the thoughts of the heart of thy people, and prepare their heart unto thee. Give unto Solomon my son a perfect heart, and keep thy commandments, thy testimonies, and thy statutes, to do all these things, to build the palace for which I have made provision. David said to all the congregation, Now bless the Lord your God. And all the congregation blessed the Lord God of their fathers, and bowed down their heads and worshiped the Lord and the King. They sacrificed sacrifices unto the Lord, and offered burnt offerings unto the Lord on the morrow after that day, even 1,000 bullocks, 1,000 rams, and 1,000 lambs, with their drink offerings and sacrifices in abundance for all Israel, eating and drinking before the Lord on that day with great gladness. And they made Solomon the son of David king the second time, and anointed him unto the Lord to be chief governor, and Zadok to be priest. Then Solomon sat on the throne of the Lord as king instead of David his father, and prospered, and all Israel obeyed him. All the princes and all the mighty men and all the sons likewise of King David submitted themselves unto Solomon the king. The Lord magnified Solomon exceedingly in the sight of all Israel, and bestowed upon him such royal majesty as had not been on any king before him in Israel. Thus David the son of Jesse reigned over Israel. The time that he had reigned over Israel was 40 years. 7 years reigned he in Hebron, and 33 years reigned he in Jerusalem. He died in a good old age, full of days, riches, and honor. And Solomon his son reigned in his stead. Now the acts of David the king, first and last, behold, they are written in the book of Samuel the seer, and in the book of Nathan the prophet, and in the book of Gad the seer, with all his reign and his might, in the times that went over him, and over Israel, and over all the kingdoms of the countries. So we are finally finished with First Chronicles. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys later.